This afternoon, I was just telling Vera, I've got no testimony today because I never owe God testimony. You all know, right? Every time when I lead scripture reading, I will have testimony. So I never shortchange God for testimony. But just now when I was here, yeah, God gave me a testimony. God said, you can say this, right? I am so thankful, like Wendy, I also had I also found that I had to go for this, the breast cancer thing. So I thank God that, you know, it's more than 20 years. I think it's probably 40 over years. When I was still teaching, God led me to have His wisdom that, we were told to choose when we retire what kind of uh, what do you call scheme that we want to remain in. There was this medical scheme. One was you co-pay. That means when you are warded or when you are sick, you co-pay with the government. And the other one was the government fully pay for you everything. And, in those days, during those days, my whole Jing gang chose the co-pay one because you get a higher salary. Only this silly idiot, at that time I thought, I don't know why. Now I know why. That I chose the other one. I got a lower pay, but right now I went through everything, all my medical bills. I never pay a cent. The government pay fully for me, not a cent. Not only that, I ask my children. I get to choose doctors. I look at the list of doctors, which one I want to choose. I can choose the top. I can choose associate, professor, whatever. I get to choose. Of course, I will pray about it. So I really thank God, for whoever in those days. I mean, when I was young, would I ever think that I would be sick? Later on in life, I never thought. Yeah, but I'm really grateful to God, and even in these, when I'm getting older, God is still talking to me. I shared right the other time. I like to do all the talking. I pray and say everything to God, but I never stop to listen. God's reply to me. God talked to me, but I never listened. Yeah, but I thank God, that this year, not only this year, I mean, about last year, end of last year, I started to hear God more distinctly. I like to watch TV in front of, I like to watch TV program, one episode. I can watch one whole night, 10 episodes, But I thank God. One day I was saying, oh, I don't have idolatry. I was watching a video on idolatry. I said, no, I don't have. I don't have idolatry. I don't have. So I'm very good. God said, are you sure? You sit in front of the TV for hours. You spend more time in front of the TV than with me, and that's not idolatry. Oh, from then on, I stopped. I don't watch, episode after episode anymore. Ask my children. I don't lie. Yeah, and God knows. Yeah, I only watch short, if it's short programs, short musical videos and all that. And I want to thank God about my house too. I just sense that God used my house, for a lot of things, Now, even though during COVID time, I had groups coming to my house to do Bible study. I do this Bible study. So they all come to my house to do Bible study with me. And to think back, many years ago, I remember Michelle Villasani had her YWAM. People I don't know, but they come to my house and I open my house to them. They are on transit. They come and stay in my house. I remember my house being used by many people. People who are renovating their house, they come to my house and stay. Even when during the last year when I went to Perth, after my radiation and all that, I went to Perth. And then after that, my mother and my sister and my brother because my house was empty, so they could come to my house because their house was undergoing HIP. You know what's HIP, right? The home improvement or something. And they could stay in my house, you know. So I just am so grateful, to God that He has watched over me from I don't know when, I mean, we don't know, but He has. So I'm also telling Wendy, God is watching over you. Don't worry. Yeah, I have no anxiety. I don't have. I just trust God. I know everything is in God's hand. Thank you.